Yo, we're gonna be here for like a little bit, and then I gotta go. I gotta go. Yo. Bum, bum. Yep. Thankfully, I'm almost done this unit. Thankfully. Like, this is pretty much the hard part, getting this done again. Yo. It's basically the hard part. I mean, shit like this takes a long time, so you kind of, like, work through it, you know? You do the best you can with what you got. Yo. No, we're only gonna be here for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna spend a bit of time today trying to get more stuff done in the garage. Like, me and Ivana have to still unpack. I've got to, like, post stuff. We have a garage to clear out. There's a lot of, like, shit in there. So I think I'm gonna stream League a little bit later. We can maybe go into, like, the night with League instead. Maybe I can start at, like, 6 p.m. and then go until 12. Something like that. I'm in uni. Good luck, brother. That's a big undertaking, sir. Excuse me. Yeah, it'll be most likely later today. For sure. Nope. Hell no. I mean, Warhammer's like, at its core, a tabletop game. It's like a fantasy futuristic universe with tabletop miniatures and like a billion books. Many books. Many, many books. You could be into Warhammer without even, like, making a miniature. Like, if you do want to take the plunge into miniatures, it's a little bit more involved. Certainly with your bank account. Yeah, Space Marine 2 looks really good. I'm into Warhammer and have zero care about minis. Well, there you go. I mean, it's not for everyone. It's more of like a creative endeavor if people do want to get into it. Which I love creative stuff, so, like, I've always liked this. You can definitely be into something without, you know, typically being into, like, all of it. Fuck Erebus. I don't even... Is it like a Primarch, dude? I don't know. I don't know my 30k. 30... I like the prequels to things, but, like, I've never really been interested in the heresy. I don't care so much about Space Marines killing Space Marines. It's like, alright. But I know everyone loves it, and it's great. You talking about Build? The new song? Oh, gotcha. Well, unfortunate. He's not a good man. He's not a good man. There's not many good men in Warhammer. Not a good man. There are many good men fighting for the greater good. Are there really? I mean, says who? Who says they're the good guys in 40k? Who exactly, lore friendly, are the good guys in 40k? The most good. Who would be the one group of people who you would say, damn, that's a noble cause? Farside Enclaves. Of course it would be the offshoot Tau. Maybe there was never meant to be any good guys. Salamanders? I have no clue, that's why I'm asking. I don't know much about 40k anymore. I haven't read anything 40k in the longest time, especially about, like, most of the races. Gilliman. Yeah, but I think the Space Marines more so are probably not on anyone's nice list in terms of if you had to pick an objective good. Maybe in that universe, but like in reality, not so much. Certified elf fucker, is he really? Isn't that Eldari chick? I don't know anything about it. There's a reason I don't mess with 40k. You've got humans messing with elves, and if you mess with an elf without an axe to the head, I don't know, brother. I don't think that bodes too well for me. Well, that's how they like to view themselves, yeah. True. In a way. Fucking breaking his arms. And acts through the brain cell. The single brain cell? The single brain-celled elf. What? Okay. Alright. If it works, it works. the single brain cell. I need to use more 2000 grit sandpaper. I've just neglected, like, anything above 1000. Which is kind of it's kind of just dumb, because, like, you can really use 2000 in tandem with 1. Especially on plastic, to make everything just so smooth. Black Legion, Iron Warriors, or no? When I used to do Chaos. As a kid, I had a bunch of like weird little one-off armies, and I remember doing Black Legion. I had Devastators, Raptors, a Rhino, like generic tax squads, if that's what they were called. I had one of the old like Metal Lords. That shit was cool. I like the. I mean, I even had Space Marines as a kid, like Tau. I had a little bit of everything. Like, I never really played as a child. It was more so collecting and, like, pretending I'm playing with a bunch of, like, dollar store army men, you know? Black Legion does look very clean, though. Like, black and gold is so clean. I would say it's the coolest look for Chaos, or at least the most chaosy Chaos thing. I mean, Night Lords have, the new, conversion kit that came out recently for the, kill team? Pretty sure, right? Stunty boys. Orcs. Alas, I loved them once. No more. The Green Menace, no more. We're gonna take them out with the big guns. I'm pretty sure the lightning... Can't you just use, like, a stencil or even, like, a transfer for, like, the lightning bolt thing? If it's, like, a pauldron design? Oh, it's all over the armor? I mean, you get better with time. Practice it, right? You'll never perfect something the first time around. You gotta give it a chance. You want to be good at anything, you kind of have to put in the work, you know? Unless you're like some protege born in Area 51, escaped, you know, lab experiment, and you just got it. I've just got it. Those orc role players. Are you guys role playing as orcs? Who's a bad fungus? Who's a bad fungus? Should that be left for, like, the deepest dark web? Master of My Fate by Ye Banished Privateers. That is this Tobias Fate song. There's a lot of, like, League references, Tobias Fate references. Yeah, I do paint. I will eventually. I've painted things before on stream a long time ago, but I don't paint between building. I build everything, and then I paint everything. That way, while I'm building, I can develop schemes and, like, write ideas down. So when it comes to painting, I can, like, throw those schemes or ideas onto, like, test minis and then get going on the army. So, like, right now, all I'm doing is building a 2,000-point army. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So when the 2,000-point army is done, then I can start, like, figuring out what I want to do with the paints. Or rather, putting it to, minis. Yo, yo. Painting commission on Fiverr. Yeah, you like the, well, I got those for retail, bro. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That shit has been sitting in storage for God knows how long. When I had got them, I genuinely thought you could use them as dice, and so I opened up one of them and I would use them, and I'm like, that's terrible. Like, they were actually supposed to be, like, either dice for the army or eventually turned into squigs, and you just can't use them that way. They're more of, like, a collectible thing. Yo, yo. Yeah, it's just, like, when you want to do things, I find if you keep getting jumbled up between, like, different... Like, if you're painting and building and building and painting and modeling all at the same time, it just kind of muddies my mind a little bit because there's so much going on. I prefer to do things in steps. That's just how I do it. They're pretty bad dice, yeah. If you were to buy them, again, you'd put them on a shelf and they look cool. That's basically it. Pottery, no. Clay and stuff like that, nah, it's not really for me. I collect, like, clay mugs, ceramic mug things, but, like, not really. I would never build them. I mean, it's cool, yeah. Magnetize stuff. I want to, but, like, you don't need to typically magnetize things for infantry. It's more so, like, vehicles and stuff like that. At least for fantasy. Like, if you were to magnetize dwarves, you'd do, like, gyrocopter weapons, so you'd have 3 separate options. That's about it, really. Like, you can't magnetize the cannon, you can't magnetize the artillery. The infantry are just kind of, like, super easy to do, so there's no point in magnetizing them. It would only be command squads, like, you know, banners and musicians and whatnot. So, not really. I may do it again for, like, the gyrocopters, but... Yeah, 40k is more so inclined for, like, magnets, just because there's so many more options with, like, weapons and squads. Like, Dwarf Warriors would be like, do you want them with a hand weapon and a shield, or do you want them with a great weapon? And you could say, magnetize! But it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Instead of like, oh my god, the sergeant gets 3 types of pistols, or you get this, or you get that. Like, you've got options, but it's a little bit easier to work with. Excuse me. Schmo image. Not really, but I guess that's how orcs would view them. Stunties. What a fucked up word. Stunties. $5,000 online? Yeah, good luck with that. $5,000 for a 2,000 point pro painted army? I mean, do the shit yourself at that point, bro. I don't know how much 2,000 points is depending on what army, but like, it's not worth 5k. Unless it's really well done, okay, maybe. Because like a well-painted Warhammer army is it's very impressive. A large collection of very well-painted things is a work. It's labor. It's a work of art. Takes a long time to get that shit done. I mean, some people have that much disposable income for, like, a single army. I never really understood the idea of, like, buying a pre-painted army, but I can understand if someone's not really a creative and they want to do that just to play, it makes sense. But if you're into, like, the Warhammer hobby, it's kind of there that you'd be somewhat of a creative, or, like, into art. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, everyone's different, though. I can't really blame someone for wanting to buy a painted army. Sometimes you just don't want to do that, but again, it's like, depends on the person. Yeah, for sure. I think when you're into Warhammer, though, it's kind of hard to be a casual when you've done it. Like, the more time you spend with Warhammer, the less likely you are to be a casual, right? I don't know if that's just inherently how that works, but, like, people kind of get more so ingrained with the hobby and the universe, so, like, they go from just, you know, oh, that's cool, to just being a fucking, like, hardcore about it. Like, I guess that's typical, that makes sense, but... Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Warhammer can be expensive depending on what you're into. Like, the initial, I'm gonna play Warhammer is costly. Painting, building, modeling, like, the entire experience is expensive. Like, yeah, the initial breakthrough into, like, you know, let me buy a box and a few things, that's fine. But, like, when you get the books, when you get the entire army, when you get the paint and the fucking tools and everything, and when you have to, like, replenish all that stuff over time... Oh, it's not... Yeah, exactly. It really just depends on how hardcore you want to go. Like, I've been into Warhammer for, fuck, what, 20 years at this point or something? Be it, you know, when I was young and, like, 7 to 8 years old, it wasn't really my money. So, you know. But, yeah. Things are easier back then, I'll tell you. I was looking at the prices of kits recently, and insane. So incredibly, like... Well, I mean, inflation and whatnot, you know, it'd be a different price from what the books have, but the idea of it being, I don't know, $8 a blister pack... You can always get deals on Warhammer 2. It's not like you're forced to buy from Games Workshop and it has to be full price. You can get them anywhere that they're cheap. Oh yeah, I mean, you can even push your dollar even more with Warhammer if you want to do magnetization, if you want to do a bunch of stuff. Like, you could buy a box of guys for $70. You could glue them, put them together, whatever, and that's it. Or you can, like, actually magnetize them and, you know, do just a million different things to the unit to make them so much of a so much of a standout with, like, all of their options. Vader, yo, buddy. $250 price. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, what it is. Super, not that it was cheap, but, like, visually, it was cheap. Later today, yes. Later today in the afternoon. I'm just going to be too busy this morning, so tonight it may be like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. EST. We'll go until midnight. Flame. Yeah, exactly. Like, you could literally do... I'm feeling more awake today because I just woke up, yeah. I mean, again, magnetization and all that stuff, it pushes your dollar, right? Because when you buy a box of Warhammer, you don't use every piece, but you could potentially use every piece. If you were a psychopath. But, best bang for your buck. Your hobby, your choice. Yo, yo. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. You know, if you want the aesthetic to be a certain way, that's cool. Usually people do it for rules, though, right? Obviously, but completely up to you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's better to get more out of a kit that you've bought than not, right? Like, I have so many fucking bits. Like, half of the Dwarven kits you get, you have 2 options. So, like, You build one option, and then you have a whole nother kit. Like 10 different heads, 10 different weapons, 10 different this, that. Like, you can't really magnetize those, to be fair. That's way too much, but, you know, get the most out of it if you can. Exactly. Like, there's a lot of stuff you could do with those kits. Not to mention you could put them elsewhere as well. Oh, that's cool. Some kits just have so many amazing bits. And you can just make whatever you want, and that's fucking awesome. Or you've got bits from, like, one kit that you can use on another, and you're like, damn, that looks good, you know? Cool. Would it really? Damn. Don't do it then. Maybe I'll put something in that matters. Maybe I'll put something in that matters, because right now I have no clue. Okay. One more sand and I fucking glue it. My brain's done with this. We're good.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Freeze, thank you, buddy. Thank you, sir. Hmm. I'm not really painting anything, but this is Iron Breaker. Or Iron Drake. Same, but different. Same, but different. Alright, glued. Done. Painting eventually, ideally, but right now, yeah, we're not really there. Well, it'll be a scrape-only channel for a bit, yeah. That's no joke. That's what happens when you've got brain issues. Got problems with the noggin. But you know what? At least I won't have to look back and be like, damn, I wish I did something different. Like, at least with what I'm doing, I'll be satisfied in the end, I hope. So, like, yeah, oh well. No, this isn't Votan. This is, regular dwarves. Regular Dowie. The true Dowie. Not the fake clone Dowie from 40k. With the fake-ass beards that are also probably cloned. The fake Dowie! There you go. Iron Drake body done. I would say mostly kind of done with 40k for now, yeah. With the old world coming back and all this other shit on the horizon, it's like, I'm not really interested in 40k currently. In, like, any capacity. It's not that I wouldn't get back into it, but right now I've got other things to kind of, like, look forward to. And it's just 40k is not really one of them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, with all the time in the world, I'd love to do more, but, like, I've already got a goal in mind, and I want to finish my 2K list before anything. So right now, that's kind of, like, the #1 priority. Dark Elves. 13-year-old with Dark Elves. Oh, oh, a troubled youth. That's cool. Yeah, the new Skaven are, what, you talking about, like, Vermintide? Yeah, that's cool. The only thing I really want, maybe out of, like, AOS 4th edition would be the book, and it would be, well, just, I guess, Cities book. Like, the core book and the Cities book. That's basically it. Maybe the Cities cards. Thankfully, I'm very much stuck in my ways, and I don't buy starter sets anymore. Thankfully. Because the starter sets typically just don't do anything for me. Thankfully, there's that. Thankfully. Okay. Another 9 to 5 day whoop. You and me both, brother. 9 to 5. I mean, I'm not going to be here all day. I don't know if people, like, use me as background voice or whatever, but, or background noise. But I will be on later tonight, for sure. Well, it's relaxing until you realize it's the same song 30 times in a row in the playlist, because there's 10 different versions. Everyone seems to be liking Spearhead from what I've seen. Maybe if I'm ever done my, you know, Dwarven Fantasy Army, I'd give it a shot, but that's a little bit of a ways away, I'll tell you. A little bit of a ways away. So we gotta do the Troll Hammers. I gotta find a way to mount a Troll Hammer to this guy's back. I drew up, like, a schematic for maybe how I could do it if I was to, like, develop a bit that could fit onto an Ironbreaker's back. I guess we'll see. Okay, so I can glue the Drake gun together. Sony Space Marine minis. I mean, you don't need all of them. It's like there's a billion dwarf minis, but I don't need all of them. Yeah, you just go for what you like. Go for what's aesthetically pleasing. Go for what works for you, you know? You know what? Hmm. Excuse me. And these guys are like pretty crammed with design. They look fucking sick though, but Troll Hammer. Troll Hammerin'? Okay, how do we put the Troll Hammer on the back? Maybe like that. Oops. Uh, like what? Like which ones? Hmm. I played Dawn of War recently. Warcraft 3, yeah. I like him. It's a good bit of nostalgia. It's fun, too. I haven't really kept up with them. You know, I know some people are, like, absolute hardcores, but it's a good bit of fun when you get back into it periodically, yeah. Okay. B. Okay. Let's see these go together. More Drake guns. Yo, 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 yo. Hello, sir. I think I can just glue this and clean this up after as well. I mean, they probably will. I mean, we're just making the guns. There's the guns, the shoulder pads, the arms. There's a billion little, like, dinky things. We're not very close to being done, I should say. A lot of YouTubers are going to be playing it thanks to Bricky. Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah. Warhammer's good. Just, you know, more people need to know about it, I suppose. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Before you know it, the Warhammer side of Twitch will be flooded with hobbyists.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Kaloid, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, before you know it, everyone will be on Twitch doing Warhammer. The age of plastic has begun. Those sea turtles, I'm sorry, they're gonna go extinct. I can't watch your League streams because they make me want to play League again. I mean, this doesn't make you want to do Warhammer? You don't like the idea of tediously sitting down and scraping plastic for 30 years? Is that not what you'd enjoy? Well, I mean, there's always ways. It is a little icky sometimes with its prices. All the time, actually. There's a lot of ways to get Warhammer for, like, cheaper, you know? But it's still expensive, yeah. I think every hobby you want to get into is expensive. Unless you like staring at stones, but maybe that's not everyone's thing, you know? Well, that's if you like Ari. I have no money spent on League. Like, I've done Warhammer a lot longer than League, to be fair. And I mean, I'm in the LPP, but either way, my interests are very skewed, so, like, I don't spend money on things I don't like, you know? Works out for me. No, I do everything. Yep, I do everything. I do everything. What is that?
Wick.
Ogren's story? Pretty sure I've already heard this, no? It's a 9-minute fucking video.
They tell me I can't laugh when I hurt people. And them gas maskers got up. Say mama always said.
That just gives me AIDS. I don't listen. I'm not listening to an Ogren. It's a half-human mutant freak with the mind of a child. Abomination. Although Ogren are sick, actually. Ogren are awesome. Jesus, man, they really made this kit unbearable for modelers. All the Drake guns have, like, the most egregious fucking, connection points. They're literally putting connection points over... Like, it's just so... Two-hour lore video on Angron. That's cool. I mean, yeah. A lot of people love doing that stuff. I don't blame them. Warhammer's great. The lore is great. They always want to share that lore with other people. Makes sense. This is a, it's like a flamethrower. Although it usually would shoot, like, bolts. Bolts of, alchemical, like, I guess you could say almost like lightning in a way. Not really, like but basically just a flamethrower. That's what they are now. Yeah, this is an arm. Yep. Yep. All right, one more Drake gun, and then I do gotta go. It is my time to leave. It's very early, but we do have to go. And then tonight I'll be on to Stream League. The good old promised land of League of Legends, I tell you. Ain't nothing sweeter in this world than the sound of 50 mentally ill people yelling at the same time. Yeah, Iron Drakes. You know what I could do? I could maybe do a Total War game. I haven't played that. You just reminded me. Nah. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, Total War Iron Drakes are really good, though. They basically solo carry games. In tabletop, they do quite a bit of damage, but they're mostly there to, like, at least with the Troll Hammer, deal with multi-wound things. True. He's truing. I mean, League ain't also bad if you just focus on your own game. The second you start caring about how other people play, it just kills you. What time is it? Right now, it is 11 a.m. So from 11 a.m. to, like, probably 6 p.m., I could actually be a bit busy, and then I can come around and, you know, we could stream tonight on League. Well, there you have the Drake guns. 5 Drakes, 5 Drake guns. Not even close to being done yet. Jesus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna be a little busy today. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a while ago. I remember. I do remember that one. That was definitely a little while ago. Okay, I'm going to let these dry, and with that being said, I gotta go, folks. I will be on later tonight to do some, I mean, I want to play Total War, but, like, again, I could maybe do one game, but then that one game would turn into more games, and it would give me less time to get stuff done, so I'm just gonna call it here. I will be on tonight when you see me next, on the League channel, and we'll do a bunch of that stuff, and then, call it a day. I want to try and do variety. I really want to play that scary game called, like, Still Wakes the Deep, or something like that. I want to do it this week sometime, maybe, like, Saturday, Sunday, upcoming. That would be cool, but we'll see how things go. Because we are in July. I'm hoping by the end of July, everything will be done, and we can finally just stream whenever we want. That's the idea. Yeah, the game got really good reviews. Like, very, very good reviews, so I'm kind of interested to see how it is. But yeah, I gotta go, folks. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I know it's not much. We're just scraping plastic and talking, but that's kind of the point of this channel. This is not, like, a high-octane ADHD, you know, riddled, like, let's see some shit. But yeah, take care, folks. Thanks for hanging out, and have yourselves a great day. I will see you tonight. Peace, everyone. Take care, guys. It's a chill time. Well, I'd hope so. When you're doing Warhammer,